Konnichiwa guys, this is Phil, a Kiwi in Japan. Welcome to Treasures for Trigger. I'm down in Yokohama on a beautiful winter's day and having an ice cream obviously, and I found a awesome vintage antiques collectible shop with lots of Americana right next to the international port where the cruise ships come. So yeah, very random place to find, but let's go and check it out. So this old shopping arcade is literally 100 meters or so down the road from the terminal, and we're greeted by the president. So yeah, the collector's mall here, Antiques Collectables. And yes, it's from another age. It's been around for a long time by the looks of it. A lot of shops in this shopping arcade are closed, but this one obviously is still standing. And yeah, just so much from the outside to look at. Lots of signs, lots of Americana, and that green bloke as well. And here we are inside the shop. What I will say is it is a random collection, so lots of stuff which probably predates the 1980s. I guess you'd say antiques. Lots of action figures, collectible toys, you name it, it's got it here. Baggies of small wind-up toys. Some of those brought a bit of nostalgia back to me from being a very young kid. I think they were about 2,000 yen a bag or something. Lots of McDonald's memorabilia, stickers, and lots of Pez dispensers. Look at these, absolutely fantastic. All of our favourite Looney Tune characters, Winnie the Pooh, Disney, and these are empty trading card boxes for sale for 1,000 yen. I guess quite cool as a storage display box. A few vintage board games. Lots of Garfield in this store. And being a massive Garfield fan when I was a kid, that was very cool to see. And yeah, as you can see, just such a random mix of things. Plushies, all sorts. So yeah, I just sort of wandered around the store for a good 45 minutes or so, just spinning around in circles trying to film everything, but I've got little sort of side parts to the shop where there are different themed goods. So yeah, some old tin toys there, a little bit of clothing. But yeah, it's just a bizarre place. Very close, as I said, to the international terminal where the cruise ships come in. So I'd imagine people coming in from America, this would be the last thing that I'd be expecting to see when they arrive in Japan. But yeah, I guess the ships bring in stuff from overseas. Some Muppet Baby figurines without their little ride-ons. But yeah, colour and nostalgia everywhere. And it feels as far away from Japan as you could imagine. Trading cards. So they had the empty boxes, but they also had plenty of cards available for sale. Yep, lots and lots of McDonald's collectibles. Lots of gizmos. And yes, Star Wars, so action figures. I've said before, you cannot go anywhere without seeing Star Wars action figures in toy shops in Japan. And yeah, I spotted this at the back of the shelf. Never seen this before. It's a Bendham's set of Star Wars figures. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool find. Somewhat tempted, but I left it on the shelf. Superheroes, Spider-Man, bit of Toy Biz action going on. The Colonel. A little bit of TMNT. Not a lot. That was cool, the carded My Pet Monster. More Pez dispensers, the Smurfs. So yeah, some vintage stuff and a little bit of more modern stuff sort of sprinkled in as well. So they obviously keep stocking the shop, and it's absolutely packed, like crazy packed. It was very quiet when I was there. There was only a couple of people in the store, and I think it's a place that has seen better days, and so there is a lot of stock here which has probably been sitting in the shop for decades, I'd imagine. Lots of Disney, of course, in Japan, with the Tokyo Disneyland on the other side of the city. Yeah, look at all of that. Lots of old stuff. Thor and some records, so a bit of old music, a bit of 80s music, a bit of Def Leppard, hell yeah, and yep, even some comic. Nice to flick through, some old wrestling magazines as well. So yeah guys, if you do head down to Yokohama, this is I would add this to the itinerary. It's got hardly anything Japanese related inside, but again, for someone like me that's been in Japan a long time, this kind of place is a nice little escape. And look at all that vintage Barbie, those Barbie dolls. And those Smurfs. Had plenty of those growing up. The McDonald's Happy Meal toys. which I'm starting to really get interested in. Those McNugget buddies, are they? Some cool signs, some posters framed. They really do not have a spare bit of space left in this shop. Unreal. Yeah, these little TMNT figures, I don't know if they're knockoffs, but I hadn't come across them before. Pretty cheap. And yeah, just another cabinet full of random Americana, basically. A lot of Flintstone figures, which were really cool to see. Some more Star Wars. And I found some Ninja Turtles. And that's about as many Ninja Turtles as you'll ever see inside a vintage store in Japan. Carded Ghostbuster figure there with Fred Flintstone. So yeah, what a random collection of toys, memorabilia in the shop. And yeah, just a fun place to go if you're down in Yokohama. So thanks for checking it out, guys. That's the end of the tour. We're back outside the shop now. One last glance at the Yokohama Collectors Mall. Check it out, and it's also a nice walk back to the station afterwards. We will catch you next time. Thanks for checking it out on Treasures for Trigger. See ya.